Today we're going to have a look at how North Korea and Iran got the possibility to develop nuclear weapons. This spy we're going to look at is Abdul Qadeer Khan. He is a Pakistani nuclear physicist who is currently known as the father of Pakistan's Islamic bomb. But in the 70s, he worked in the Netherlands. He worked at the Fusiesdynamisch Onderzoek Laboratorium from Stork in the Netherlands. And they were subcontractors of Urenco. And Urenco is a company that enriched uranium. While he was working there, he was very good at copying papers, designs, taking pictures, asking questions, and eventually he was reported to be a spy by one of his colleagues. The person that reported him was actually fired, and in 1975 he leaves for Pakistan with the blueprints of the centrifuges. Why did nobody stop Khan? After all, he was reported to the BVD. At that point it was the Binnenlandse Veiligheidsdienst, which is the Dutch security service. As a matter of fact, the CIA stopped the apprehension of Khan. In 2005, the former Prime Minister of the Netherlands, Lubbers, he was interviewed on a TV program, and he was asked, and he said, well, actually, we knew he was a spy, we knew he was taking these things, but the CIA asked us not to do so. And the reason why was because at that point India was very close to Russia, and Russia helped develop the nuclear bombs from India. And so the CIA felt that it would be appropriate to have some balance in the region, and it would be a good idea if Pakistan had a nuclear bomb. Bombs are easy and centrifuges are hard. Let me explain how this works. If you have high-grade uranium, 95%, and you have a block and you have another block, then you can create a critical mass. Here you have some explosives, they push it down, you get a critical mass, and then you have a nuclear explosion. But to get high-grade uranium, that is very, very complicated. What you need is a centrifuge. So you pump in uranium hexafluoride, that goes in this way, it goes in here, where there is a motor that turns around and it's also heated. And the effect of that is that the enriched, the more heavy part, will come out on the side here, where the depleted uranium will go to the bottom and will be sucked out here. And if you do that, then you will get a few percent more. So let's say you start with 5%, which is the grade you have in normal nuclear power stations. After a long cycle, it will be 6 or maybe 7%. Now, currently we know that Iran has enriched uranium up to 20%. So what has this to do with North Korea? Well, in 2004, Khan came on television and he confessed to have supplied nuclear technology and components, centrifuges, to North Korea, Iran and Libya. And according to the Indian intelligence organization, it was actually a trade deal between Pakistan and the DPRK. And here we can see Benazir Bhutto in North Korea, where they swapped rockets for nuclear knowledge. Now later on, Abdul Qadeer Khan also confessed he gave this nuclear technology to Iran, and he insisted that he had done that all alone and that the Pakistani government had not been involved. However, 6 years later, in 2011, he did leak a letter from North Korea that told that 2 military people got $3 million and another military person got $500,000. So there is a clear indication that the government of Pakistan actually knew very well that the technology was sold. So what do we know? Well, we know now that Pakistan has about 140 nukes. India pretty much the same. We know that North Korea has probably 6, potentially up to 60 nukes. We know that Iran has 20% enriched uranium, and we also know that the UAE is interested in nuclear technology to balance the nuclear weapons or potential weapons from Iran. And yeah, we know the Netherlands is then famous for cheese and for helping spread nuclear technology. Well, thanks for watching, and thanks to all my subscribers. I very much appreciate that you people subscribe.